Good morning. Today we are going to learn how to create a table. Once again, we are going to learn how to create a table and how to insert the data, how to edit the data, how to delete the data, and how to sort the data. These three concepts, editing, deleting, sorting the data, we are going to learn. These are the three new concepts which we are learning. And already we learned how to create a table. Once again, I'm explaining how to create a table. So to that, you have to open the Open Office, which icon is present on the desktop, or go to Start button, and from that you have to open Office 4. Okay. So in that, select database, which is there and which is there on the screen, and create a new database. Go to Next and Finish. So when I click on Finish, it is asking us to save the database name. I'm going to save this database on the desktop with the name employee. So I'm going to create a employee database. Save it. Now finish. Click on Finish. Once it is finished, once the click is finished, it will open automatically. The database is open you automatically. So what is database? A database is a collection of tables. So after creating a database, we have to create the table. So there are two ways to create a table. One is create table in design view. This is the like standard format, is the it is the best method to create a table. Or you can use the templates which are already present in a database, that is use wizard to create a table. Okay. First click on tables, and I'm going to create a table with the help of create table in design view. So once I clicked, it is asking us to enter field name. Field name is nothing but column name. So what are the table column names that we have to mention first? So my column names are employee ID, EMP ID, and the next one is EMP name, means employee name, and designation, and which department ID. So these are the four columns I'm taking. So afterwards, here we have to change the data type, field type. So which type of data we are inserting, that type of data we have to select here in the field type. So I'm going to insert number here. This is varchar, this is varchar, and this is which type, this is also number type. So afterwards you have to save it. Whenever you are saving, it is asking a question to write the table name. So my table name is employee employee. Okay. So table is created. I have to create a table. I have to create a primary key. So primary key is compulsory. Primary key is a field name. Primary key is a field name which is used to identify the rows uniquely. So I can select the primary key from the given columns. To that, you have to click on the right angle green color right triangle button, right click, and select the primary key. Now it is enabled. Now employee ID acting as a primary key. Save it and close it. Okay, saved employee. So I'm saving. Okay, now it is saved. The table is created now. So after creating a table, here you have to learn this already you learned. This already you learned. Now you have to learn how to insert the data. To that, select the table, double click on the table. Now here, this is the first row we have to enter. So I'm giving this 1001. Employee name is like the name we have to insert, and designation, what is the designation of the particular employee that you have to write, and which department that you have to write here. Next you have to insert in the same way 1002, and the second one. Okay, next we have to insert teacher, and his department number is 83. Next 1003. Okay, next this is the way of inserting his department number you have to insert. Okay, next we have to insert 1004. Likewise, you have to insert every teacher or every employee details in this particular table, and save the current record. Save current record, then the records will be saved. Okay, now you can see the table whether it is saved. Again, we are back to the database, and the table is there. Double click it. Whatever the data is there, that is selected. Now here, if you wish to edit anyone name, then you have to click on that, double click it. Okay, and you can change it, double click it and change it, whatever it is there, whatever that you wish to edit, just you have to double click on the column, you will get it. Okay, now I'm double clicking on this. Okay, and here also I'm going to double click. This is the way of editing. So after editing, suppose if you wish to delete any one of the record, then click here, right click, delete row. Okay, here what is the option is the delete row, then it is deleted. Yes, it is deleted. Suppose if you wish to do the option, okay, completed. Now this is the way of deleting. Again, if you wish to insert, this you have to click here 1004, and you have to insert a the name, the employee details, whatever you wish to enter, that you enter, and here enter. Suppose next I wish I can delete particular thing also, delete. Now it is deleted. Again you can delete particular data also, you can delete, or complete row also you can delete. Again you can sort out. If you see, suppose I'm going to select this table, then sorting here A to Z, sort ascending or sort descending, you select as per that, continue, yes, then it is sorted out. Again you select it, Z to A. Okay, so here Z to A means it will come. You can sort out either sorting means arranging the order in either ascending order, descending order. Select the column, you have to select the column, then press A to Z, then it will be sorted out from A to Z. So this is the way of editing, deleting, and assigning the data. Okay. Now come to the point of next topic. What is that means? Sometimes you want to change the properties of fields. See, we created a table. Whenever we created a table, we written the field names, means nothing but column names and the data type that you wish to change. Then you have to click here and go to edit option. Select edit option. So now we will come to the definition of the table. Definition of the table means construction of the table or creating a table. So or else another method is just click on the table, and here there is a option is there, edit option, edit option. So click on that. Okay, so here you can change the data type as per your requirement. And here did you observe, for every field, every column, in the down, length, decimal places, default value, format, example, and some other features are there. Okay, so suppose if you select employee ID is a primary key, so some options are there. Employee name is there. When I click on employee name, entry required is there. Entry required means, suppose you have to give compulsory one value you have to give compulsory, so that is called entry required. Sometimes the user may skip the value, so to avoid that we have to write entry required. So how much length, how many characters you want to assign? Do you want to assign 10 characters or 20 characters or 30 characters or 40 characters? Default value, suppose if any student is missing the value, the default value is replaced. Suppose designation I'm writing. See, I will take the designation. Here entry required, what is there? No is there, that I have to convert as length, and length is 50. Okay, default value. So I'm taking default value as a computer. Department is computer. Sorry, designation. So this is designation. So what is the designation I'm writing? Teacher. Okay, so here this is one thing. Department ID. So department ID also, if it is required, yes, then you click on yes. Okay, length is 50, decimal places are not required, default value. If you wish to write default value, see, default value, when it is required, the default value will be present in the table, so you can change. Or if you missed out, then the default value will be present. I'll show in the table. Suppose I'll take 101 is the default value, so I'll save it. I'll edit the table. Now you see, now double click. See, next value I'm taking teacher 101 are the default values. So these values we have to enter 105, and here I'll enter the details. Okay, this department number I can change. I can change to 283. See, next column if you take, again teacher and 101 are default. Means these values will be present automatically. Suppose if you are not typing anything, then you are trying to enter in the next column, it is not accepting. You have to insert some values. You have to suppose if I'm trying to enter 105, same value. Okay, now I'm trying to skip. Attempt to insert null into a non-nullable column means, that means This is not null. You have to supply one value. If you are not supplying, it won't accept to the next column. Then you have to enter some other value. Okay. So this is there. Again, if I'm going to violation of unique constant, see this employee is a primary key, so you have to enter unique values, which is not repeated values. Okay. So by this, today I completed how to create a database, how to create a table, and how to insert the data, how to edit the data, how to delete the data, how to sort out the data, and how to change the field properties. That is how to change entry required, how to insert the default value, and how to insert the length. These four we discussed. Okay. uh, Now we are going to learn about the relationship between tables. So before that, you have to know what is mean by relationships in data types. A relationship means the two or more tables are linked together by a common field are called a primary key. Database contains multiple tables. So each table contains different types of data. Okay. So these all fields are linked together to provide some certain information. So that is called relationship. This is possible by a common field between two tables. Okay. That may be a primary key. Table relationships increase the power of database by allowing the data to be stored separately. See, data is stored separately but managed and retrieved collectively whenever it is required. So that is the reason we are creating. This is the strongest power of the database. Which is strongest power? The relationship. The creating a link between two tables or more than two tables is the strongest power. Okay, that we are going to learn. So in this class, we are going to learn how to create a link between one table to another table. Okay. So here, uh, next one, making friends with relation. One of the grading means in nothing but how to create a relationship. Relationships link data from individual tables and increase the usefulness of the database. See, we are storing the data individual tables, and we are linking to provide the increase of the database, usefulness of the database. Okay. So one of the greatest benefits of the working with the database is the ability to store huge quantities of information. Why we are using database? Database is used to store large amount of data, huge amount of data, and it contains the information in the form of multiple tables. If there is no relationship, there is no usage. So that is the reason we are linking one table to another table. So with the help of linking, we can retrieve, we can manage the data collectively in the sense, suppose some changes are required in one table, that will affect to everywhere wherever it is required, where the connection is there, automatically it is updated. So that is called relationship. Okay. So what does a relationship look like? Relationship established between two tables, like one table is student, another one is participant. Between these two tables, the relationship is executed. It is one of the example. I will show practical example, just I'm saying theoretically. So here, to create a relationship, which is the important one, which plays an important role, means primary keys plays an important role. A primary key is an essential element of the database table. It is a data type that is set to make each record within a database table unique and linked to the tables. So with the help of primary key, I can create a link between one table to another table. Yesterday class we discussed the primary key of one table is used in another table as a column, then is called foreign key. So what is the need of using this primary key in another table? To create a relationship, to create a relationship. Okay. So here, that it's not required, which is required, that I'm saying primary key and foreign key. So what is mean by primary key? The primary key is a column which contains unique values to identify the rows in the table. The same primary key, if you are using another table as a column, then that primary key is called as foreigner key. It is creating a relation. So with the help of this, if you are making any changes to one table, that will affect automatically, that will update the second table. So that is the usage of primary and foreign keys. Okay. Next one, here, you have to know one more. There are three types of relations. One to many relation. One record in a table A links to multiple records in table B through the primary key or foreign key fields of the two tables, then it is called one to many. So one record of a table is linked to multiple records in table B. Means two tables are there. One record is have the link between multiple records of the second table, then it is called one to many. Next one is many to many. Multiple records of first table is linked with the multiple records of second table with the help of primary key, then it is called many to many. One more is there. See, that is one to one relation is there. One to one relation means one record of first one is indicated with second one of the first second one. So this is about relationships. Now we are going to learn. We are going to now how to create a relationship. Practically we are going to learn. To that I'll share my screen. Already we created a database employees. I'll open the database which is present on the desktop. So here already in this database, there is a table is there employee, which already we created. Click on tables. The table is created. Just I'm deleting the data which is present. So to create a relationship directly, I'm deleting the data. One second. Again, I'll go back and I'll show to you. Double click on this and delete the record, delete rows. Yes. So likewise, you have to delete each and every row individually. The data which is present that I am deleting now. To create a relationship, it better to have before inserting the data itself, we have to create a relationship. Now it is a table without any data. So there is another table I'm going to create, that is create table. So here I will take department table. So department table, what it contains: department ID, department ID, next department name and location. So I'll take these three columns. So here department ID is I'm taking number and save this as department. Now the table is saved. Okay. So we have to select a primary key, that is department ID. I'm selecting as a primary key. Again, you save it whenever it is asking question. You have to save with the name department. It is saved now. The two tables are created in this database. You can see here. Now we have to create a relationship between these two tables. To that, here important question is how many types of relationships are there? What is the theoretical part of question is what is relationship? How many types of relationships are there? How to create a relationship? So how to create a relationship? So in the in the options, we have to press tools. In that relationships option is there. Select relationships. Okay. So whenever you selected, you will get add tables. First table, any one of the table you can add, either employee or department. Next, I'm going to add department. So after adding, please close this box and you can drag it and you can enlarge the window as per your convenience so that you can see easily. Now I'll create one-to-one relationship. So to create a relationship, it must and should the primary key of one table is used in another table as a column. You see department ID is a primary key which is used in employee column as a employee table as a column. Now this is called a now relationship is created. Now I'm creating one-to-one relationship. To that you have to select department to department. Now this is called one-to-one relationship. So you can create a relationship with another method. Double click on it and you will get a table, relations table. Here also you can. Okay. So here you can delete it. Delete. Again you can create. Here you have an option new relation. You can create in the department ID and in this employment ID. So now the relationship is created. This relation is called one-to-one relation. So whenever you wish to delete, you can delete it. Just delete, right click on this and delete. Now I'm going to create many to one relation. So primary key of one table and it is used to this. Now one to many relationship, or this is many to one relationship. If you see from here, this is called many to one. Okay, so this is the way of creating the relationships. Relationship plays an important role in database. Relationship is nothing but linking the tables, two or more tables, to get the data, to retrieve the data from the two tables. Suppose I need the details of employee whose employee name, whose designation, whose department name, whose location. See, employee name and designation is in one table, and department name and location is another table. If you don't have the relationship, you can't get the data. Again, you have to create a new table. So instead of creating a new table, if you join the tables, if you create a link between the tables, you can get the data. So it avoids the duplication, it avoids the reducing of getting errors, and it avoids the writing again and again the same data. So that is the reason we are creating the tables. And in the next class, we are going to learn how to write the queries and how to insert the data, how to delete the data, how to retrieve the data from the two tables. Today we created the relations. No? Next, how to get the data from the two tables, that we are going to learn. Thank you.